Chris, you've been quite vocal throughout this sort of 5-day intensive first course we've ever done in New York City. What did you think of the place, first of all?
It's beautiful. Absolutely, the views are stunning.
It's quite unusual to get this high, isn't it? 53rd floor of the Lincoln Building.
Yeah, and we went up to
the very top,
the roof,
where the birds are,
and took a camera and held it over the edge and took pictures down to the street. It's a pretty crazy picture.
And we've had every type of weather known to man in here this week, haven't we? Snow, nice sunshine, 55 degrees one
it's
minute.
still coming upwards at one point.
And then another minute, 29 degrees and snow.
Yeah.
Anyway, you've been quite vocal. You've been asking a lot of questions, which is good. I always do much better when I've got questions being fired at me. Just remind me, how long have you been with MoneyMap?
I believe 3 or 4 months.
Right, so relatively rookie.
Within my first 6 months, definitely.
And would you say that you felt it essential that you started to come here and get some hands-on training? That's question number one. And question number two is, was it worth it?
So the answer is, in both cases, absolutely. In understanding the nuances of what the white zones mean, of the different patterns and recognition. You hear it on the chat room, and I'm marginally intelligent. I can start to pull things out, but to really get it and to add it up, some of the things the instructors went through, counting things and adding together, using some Sam's phrases, I believe it's going to pay off, much more than any cost of attending. So absolutely, it's worth it, right? I can't wait to. I've got good 20, 30 pages of notes from every day. I'm going to go back and recompile and go through it.
Excellent. And are you finding that having been on our chat room for a few months and then coming and meeting all the moderators or most of our moderators, has really helped cement some of the different types of trading, like my vanillas and JH's bounce trades? I mean, are you starting to pick up, I know it's still very new for you, but you're starting to pick up a trade that you like the look of? Because Cash is always talking about you have to take ownership. If you follow a Cash trade, you need to take ownership of his style of trade. Have you started to pick up any feelings of any? Yeah,
definitely. I think before that, my answer would be that I struggled with the styles and understanding what the objectives were, and even though I understand there's this many pips, but the motivation or the theory behind it didn't click for me, so I didn't get it. So I would find that there would be wins in the room, and I would have losses. Why was that? Because I didn't get it. Now I get it.
Right.
And so now the next step, of course, is to go. So now the base level is just understanding. And the next step, I believe, for me is to then go through and say, okay, this is what works in my demo account or with a small live account, because I think I get more accuracy personally with real blood in the game.
Yeah. Right? Previous guy Engels just said exactly the same.
Then I'll find the one that works for me, sort of sets it out, so to speak, and figure out, okay, this is more my style. In this market, for example.
What are you in? What are you in for at all? I mean, why do you want to trade foreign exchange, and what do you do sort of in your daytime at the moment?
Oh, I love my daytime job. I do this.
So what were you doing before?
I was an ethical professional hacker.
Oh, what?
A hacker, the guy that breaks into all systems.
Really?
Yeah, but more on the ethical side. I did not want to go to prison, and there's lots of laws. So I've worked for big companies here in town, all over the DoD, all over the world. UK, quite a bit, Hastings, other places that are interesting to have some certain things that don't always exist.
Wow.
But
I've never had. Sorry, I'm so surprised there, but I obviously hadn't answered that question off camera before. We've got everything now from a ballerina to a hacker. The rich world of MoneyMap. Pardon?
Kurt was a ballerina? No,
Kurt wasn't. No, we need to take that off the camera.
No, that's because we love you, Kurt.
The computer hacker straight into foreign exchange, you should fit right in.
Theoretically speaking, yeah. I have a long IT background in software development and the whole thing. I just moved over to the security side. I was at a large defense contractor that developed it, working with their suppliers and securing the systems.
So you've had enough of that, and now you want to be a foreign exchange trader.
I've had enough of having a boss and someone reviewing and saying, well, sorry, this quarter, we only have this much of a profit pool, so you're only going to get this much of a thing raised, because even though you're our highest rated person, okay, see ya.
Right. So does the wife mind having you at home all the time?
Well, that's another part of the equation. That situation no longer exists.
Ah, right.
And so
me and the dog. A few life changes. Then.
Yeah, me and the dog, and he likes some scratches and some food, and he's good.
Okay, cool. All right, so how many hours are you spending with us a day on the trade room, then, or how many are you planning to?
I've been spending upwards of 16, 18.
Wow.
But then I fall asleep at certain times.
So you're really trying to suck up the knowledge of the world?
Yeah, I think I'm just going to go exponential now that I actually, what the terms are. I've watched tons of videos.
Because 16 to 18 hours, I mean, I know Joe Laspina is a professional trader, does that type of thing, but I mean, is that what you're planning to do all the time, or are you going to think, right, I'll just do the New York session and if I make some money, walk away? Obviously not.
Well, it depends. If I hit the targets that I need, you know, I saw distinct differences in styles in term length of time of holding. So I'm going to look at, there was an analogy that came out with different types of food, and I don't buy that. I think that one can be the bill paying and one can be, you know, paying for your luxuries. And I'm going to take that way and look at a different perspective. So it may be both. Maybe times where I need to do something, maybe times where I don't really know yet.
And when you were doing your research or due diligence, as they call it, of what foreign exchange company to join or what bit of software to buy, what made you pick us?
I took at least 6 months doing that. Did lots of demo trainings. I mean, got demo access to various trade rooms and different tools, whatever's out there. And I think it was the insight. I didn't, not even understanding it, having that sort of analytical and the background from computer networks and that kind of stuff. Getting insight into something, it was always easy when you're going through a breach of a system from the network security side to look at the path, look what was there, look what's been there, look what could potentially could come. And I could see that, like, in my mind, that correlated with the grids. Yeah. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know the risk. I didn't know. I kind of got it, but it was essential. The training was essential to me actually solidifying that and understanding just the patterns. So I came to that conclusion and getting just, I think I did a 3 or 4 day practice demo to sit and listen in, you know, on the New York session. And I lost money on that. But it still seemed to me that it was me. The tool works. I need to understand it.
Right.
Not that the tool sucks and I'm brilliant and I'm, you know, it was so.
Well, people say this to us. They say, "Well, yeah, I'll buy the software. Can you guarantee me that I'll make money?" And we go, "Well, hold on. We can guarantee the car. We can't guarantee the driver. We don't know how you drive. You know, you could have a Porsche Carrera, fantastic car, fantastic engine, put you in the steering, and you smash the car.
You got to wrap around a phone call. Yeah, you get to go to driver training.
You got to go to driver training, and I think that's what." You know, there's no guarantees in anything, is there, in life? But
and this is much worse than a car. I put this akin to buying a decommissioned F-16. Yeah, it flies, but it's not just a car. You will kill yourself.
Yeah.
A car, you can walk away from
that. That's a very good analogy. I know Mark is a bit of a wannabe pilot.
I don't know if the DoD will give you an F-16, but you can go to MiG-18 or 19 from the Russians like that, right? And you might get up in the air, but you might not get back down how you want to. There's one way to land, and there's the other way to land. If you walk away from it, it's a good landing.
Well, in preparation for your 16 to 18 hours of our trading access next week, we better not hold you up too much further. But all I would say is just take it nice and slow, like we say to everybody. I don't think, you know, just keep humble. You know, we have a lot of egos in the room only because they're quite good. I would always say to new recruits, just be humble, try and take a few pips every day. You know, try and get up to 20 if you can. Obviously, then when you get your 20, or as you said, when you get whatever your target is that you need, just calm it down. You know, I mean, we have had people in the past who become a bit addicted, like, you know, poker players, and they just can't leave it alone.
Yeah.
You know, you never forget that the foreign exchange market is like a big casino. You know, why would a retail trader just have the right to win all the time? You know, the house will always win. But we are trying to level the playing field for the little guy so that he can actually come to the table and take money out on a consistent basis. So we wish you the very best of luck in continuing.
Thank you very much.
All right, thanks very much, Chris.